you guys are starting to be like toast, aren't you?
Yes.
Pretty much. One more, do you think we can do? Is that all right? I want to do a couple more, so hang in there. All right, so we'll take a quick break. We'll take a 1 minute break after this. Okay. Whoa, 1 minute. Oh man, okay. So we're gonna do. Are we on?
Yeah.
We're on. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna talk a little bit about alloys. Now, an alloy. You've heard of salt water?
Yes.
Okay. I take water and I put salt in it, and I stir it around. Right? What happens?
Some salt water.
It dissolves, right? And it's hard to tell the difference between salt water and regular water. This is fresh water, called fresh. What's fresh water? Yeah, just not salty. Okay? And then this is salt water. What's salt water? Tastes salty. Okay?
Yes.
So when you say salt water, it could be really anything. Okay? Now, so, how many things do you see here? Just water, right? This is 2 or more phases. In other words, you could have more than one kind of salt in there. Yes? See little clumps of maybe magnesium sulfate and some sodium chloride, whatever. Okay? What's a phase? What does that mean, phase?
Like stage.
No. Usually people say that.
Types.
A phase is a set of physical boundaries. Like, how many physical boundaries am I holding in my hand? Just one set of physical boundaries, right? Right? That's 2 sets of physical boundaries, right? Right? I pull this out.
Is it physical?
No, I don't know. Physical boundaries, yeah, physical boundaries. Like in here, I only see water. It's only one phase. Here I see different salts and I see water, so I could have 2 or more phases, right? When you take 2 or more phases and combine them into one phase, that one phase is called a homogeneous mixture. Very long word, homogeneous combination. What else do we call that? We call that a solution. Yes, that's what a solution is.
Yes.
A homogeneous combination of 2 or more phases resulting in a single phase. That's the definition of a solution. So, I could also do that with, this is with a solid and a liquid. I could do it with air, oxygen and nitrogen. How many phases do you see? If you see more than one phase, that's called a seizure. Okay? There should be one phase. If you see elephants floating around, that's not good. Okay?
So I
I'm
like
being
to
silly.
never see
What is it?
The same space.
Excuse me?
Liquid with liquid, never solid with solid.
Say it again?
Like you just said that 2 or more phases, but do they have to be different phases, like liquid with liquid? Can they not be liquid with liquid?
No, you can have, when we do chapter later in the book, chapter 15, 16, you're going to see all different kinds of combinations. For instance, I can take 2 liquids, alcohol and water, like ethyl alcohol and water. People use that all the time. You know, the only thing you see there is one phase, right?
Oh, okay.
Right? It's called booze, okay? You can have air, you know, you can have, yes.
Why doesn't alcohol freeze? Like
Alcohol freezes, but at a lower temperature. It freezes, but it takes a lot to freeze it. Yeah, it takes a lot to freeze.
you're an alcoholic. No way you ask that.
Yes, Sam, and anybody who asks any questions about ethanol, yes, I agree. Okay, so now So you can do it with solids, if you take two solids and you combine them. So that's called an alloy. A solution of two or more solids is called an alloy. Do you have any examples, just coincidentally, Will, about alloys? You do? Well, that's amazing.
I have
Will has some, coincidentally has some written down. What would you? Exactly. Say this, give me an example.
I have Alnico.
What is it?
ALNICO. Alnico.
All right, you can't pick one that we can pronounce.
It's
You have to pick one that no one's heard of.
yes.
Can we pick another one just?
Okay, well it's an aluminum alloy.
All right, we'll pick, all right, say it again.
It's an alloy of aluminum,
An alloy of aluminum, okay.
and specifically it is
All right, what do you call it again?
Alnico. ALNICO.
So I'm assuming it's aluminum, nickel, and cobalt. Okay, aluminum, Alnico. Aluminum, nickel, and cobalt.
Yes, Mr. Garcia.
Any percentages there, or?
I couldn't find percentages on this one, but I found it for the next one. So
All right, and what's this used in?
this is used in permanent magnets.
What?
Permanent magnets, like magnets that are just meant to always be magnets.
So a permanent magnet is made of an alloy.
Horseshoe magnet.
What?
He's looking it up. Like the classical ones that you see in like in cartoons.
Oh,
Like
yes.
the red one with the silver kind of on it. That's also made on.
Okay, we had a cartoon reference, that's fine. Everybody is shaking their heads, of course, I've seen that. Okay, I have not, but I understand. So, and spinach doesn't really make you strong, but Alnico, ALN, so it's aluminum, nickel, and cobalt. It's used in permanent magnets. I like that. Can we have one that we can now maybe pronounce there, Will?
And microphones too.
Microphones, that was important to add that. Exactly, thank you. That's very nice, very good.
Calvin.
Fishman,
Another one
excellent.
is chromal.
And I can,
It's chrome with an L at the end. Chromal.
that's really a good, that's one that I can pronounce, chromal.
Yeah.
It's good, I'm glad you. Chrome, and what's on the end?
Chromium and nickel.
And what's on the end?
It's just chromal. It's
Thank you very much. What is on the end? What's the
L.
suffix? Oh, just an L?
Yeah.
So it's chromium and nickel.
Yes. It's CHROMEL.
CH,
ROMEL. It's 90% nickel and 10% chromium. In
90% nickel. So it's not chromial like this.
No.
All right, so how do I spell it? CHROMEL, chromal.
Yes.
And that's chromium and nickel.
In the most abundant form is that.
Okay, and what's it used for?
It is used, it's classified for making positive conductors.
Positive conductors.
Yes. Positive superconductors, it says.
Positive superconductors?
Yes.
Positive superconductors. You've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
It says that it's classified under type E for the National Science Institute, but I.
Type E,
Yes, but I don't know what that is.
I don't know
You
either.
should Google it.
I am embarrassingly lacking in any kind of electricity knowledge. One of the few things about electricity I know is you don't put your finger into a socket. I know that. Okay.
I did that before.
All right.
There's chromal A and B, which are.
Yeah, I don't think we've got to go into chromal A and B. Could we have another one there, Will? Gabby, do you have anything to add to this?
Well, I did, but remember, my computer is not letting me log on.
Your computer's not letting you log on.
No, because I had to reboot my system, and then it won't catch the day after.
So you're getting cranky. You're a little bitter. I can see that. Understood. I understand. Will, would you like to continue with unpronounceable alloys?
I only have these two.
You only had those two.
I went through one.
A half an hour for those two. Excellent. You did very well. Your mother should be proud of you. Okay, we're going to call you Beaver Man. Okay, Roadkill Beaver Man. Okay, good. Excellent.
But then you have like the normal ones, like the common ones, like steel.
Yeah, well, there's different kinds of steel. What does it say in the book? Cast iron
Cast iron.
They have stainless steel.
is like 96% iron and 4% carbon. People don't realize that steel is actually carbon. Carbon's in there.
Yeah.
And it's literally It's literally a solution of
Iron
carbon.
and carbon.
What else? What else do we have in there?
Brass.
Stainless steel. Stainless steel. Stainless steel, which is what? Iron and chromium
And nickel.
and nickel.
And 8% nickel.
All right, so it's 8% nickel. How much chromium?
18.